If you guys haven't heard, that Sasha's actually confirmed that she likes women. So now you can't, like, say that she's straight, because she's not. Good for her. But hopefully she doesn't die. That's great. Yeah, we'll be back into Commander Ann and Sprivy. I've already seen that Sasha comes in this episode. I was already spoiled about that. I went on Twitter for something. Big mistake. But I'm actually mad. Not mad about that, because, like, we were going to get her at some point in the season. So, you know, this is the last season. So, it was either now or later. So, I'm not mad. Hopefully she's got some more growth, because last season I really was, like, not on her side. But hopefully this last half batch of episodes, she will be. Yeah, let's get this reaction going. Literally everyone has been saying it all over Twitter. And I saw it on YouTube too and stuff. Great for her. Don't know what she identifies as, but that doesn't really matter. As long as she's happy with herself, then that's fine. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, come on. I don't think any of them are straight. But then again, I'm not going to be the person to be like forcing a label. So, whatever you go by, I don't really care as long as you're happy. Okay, we finally got an intro. I don't know if we got an intro last season. Not last season, the last episode. I don't think we did. So, it's kind of nice because I was like confused. I think because it was like a returning episode and it's been a while. It's only been like since like November since we got an episode. So, yeah, I see why. Also, if it's really bright, it's very dark in my house right now. That's why I had to turn off on all the lights. Not turn off, on. Because it is so dark. We don't know how long it's been. I'm going to guess a couple of months. Because Anne got like, through like the first like 10 episodes, literally back at home in California. So we don't know how many long months it's been since we've seen Sasha. Or how Sasha's been doing. And she's probably been doing fine from the leaks. Okay, so we're starting off from last episode. Okay. But I'm guessing that's Sasha. That is. Yeah, it is. I was spoiled, so.
Hey, thanks. Whoever you are. Well,
wait, he got strong?
It's you four. I don't believe it. You're back.
Yay!
You're alive. And in Wartwood?
And her hair's down. I like it. It's grown. Their house is just like done.
The resistance.
Okay. They made like a little like. It's kind of like troll hunters. They made like a little town, like a marketplace.
So, what
I don't know
happened
how
to the
explain
town?
it, but
What do you think? Andrea's destroyed it. Now let's get you settled. Attention, Wartwood. I'd like to introduce some new recruits. Hi, guys. Marcy in trouble. I thought we could be on the same side.
thank you. She's finally realizing. Okay, that's good. That's a step, but that didn't.
Wartwood busts this out during wartime so everyone knows who's in charge. Which reminds me. What? Wartwood has only been able to hold out this long because they were waiting for you, and been using to control the local wildlife. Well, it turns out he's making them here.
How did these things even work?
It utilizes some kind of weird mushroom enzyme.
Gee, wonder where I've heard that before.
Has changed all what we're up against.
She really doesn't
I
know.
said it's complicated.
Oh.
Why? Just would have been nice to know that I was demoted. Again.
Hopefully this isn't like a trick that's been happening. I think she's actually trying to change. So. They haven't really gotten far. There's
the factor.
They just went back home. Oh no. Dang it.
How do we get across, Anne? Yeah, what's your intuition telling you?
Guys! Hang on.
She's more of a commander, no offense.
Grab on!
Anyone else think this is going poorly?
Please just take command and tell us what to do? No! You need to be in charge. What?
I think the reason why she wants her to be in command and not her, because I think for a while she's made Anne do things, like force her to do things and manipulate her to do it for so long that she finally realized that she's manipulating her, that she doesn't want Anne to feel left out or like to force her to do anything. So she's giving the opportunity to step up and be in front of the crowd instead of Sasha doing everything. I don't know how to explain it, but I think she feels like if she doesn't, like, I guess, like, encourage her to do it, then she feels awful about, like, everything she's done to her and to Marcy, but mostly to Anne. Because we've really seen Sasha be more manipulated to Anne. But that doesn't mean that she never was, like, awful to Marcy. She was, but we didn't really see that because Marcy wasn't really a lot in season 2. I mean, she was. But not really now that she's, like, gone. Well, not gone, but you know what I'm talking about. I think because of the manipulation, Sasha still feels bad for that. I don't know. It's, like, confusing, but, like, she's trying not to make Anne feel like she's nothing, so she's giving her this opportunity to stand up and be the person that she always was instead of taking control that Sasha would do back in the human world or back in California, back in high school and stuff, or middle school, yeah, and stuff, because they were like 14. So that's why. If that makes sense, then you probably will understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm not the best at explaining things, but that's why. Maybe that's like a reason why, I don't know, I'm not a therapist, so that's why. Herself and everything else. Now that she's accepted that she's not a good, well, she wasn't a good person, she's trying to change, and change comes with a lot of realization that you did what you did was wrong, but you can fix that, or like try to see what you could have done to prevent that. I don't know.
So get in water first. No! Sasha, what do we do?
Save.
You're in charge.
No, why are you doing that? No.
But I don't know what I'm doing.
She hasn't been here in months.
I can't. Why not? Because the last time I was in charge, I ruined our friendship.
See, she's scared of like losing that again, cause she's rebuilt it. Well, not really, but no. Wait, no. Wait, nah. She's staying full. She's rebuilt this friendship or rekindled it so much that she's made more progress now that she doesn't want to lose that because Anne just got back. She doesn't want to lose that. And I understand. And I actually like that. She's seeing that she doesn't want to ruin this again for like the second time now, maybe the third time. But she doesn't want to ruin that. So she's giving Anne everything that she's been holding back for Anne, or holding Anne back for. And she feels bad. I'm glad she feels bad because she finally knows that what she did was awful. But she also needs to know that her helping does not mean she's going to ruin this friendship. It just shows that she's contributing and not just Anne doing this by herself. But Sasha needs to be the commander because Anne hasn't been here like in months. So she doesn't know how bad and how much damage this place has done. And I don't think she even knows about like the Marcy. Yeah, she does not know. I don't know if Sasha knows about Marcy being like in a bottle, or like she's fine now, Marcy is. But, like, not really, actually. She's, like, controlled now. So, I don't know if Sasha knows that either. But, like, Anne doesn't know anything. So, she has, like, you know, she shouldn't be, like, in the command leader. Maybe in a couple weeks from now. But it should be Sasha. I just want her to know that her helping is not leading her back to her old habits. It's just showing that she cares for her friend. And she's learning from her mistakes. And she won't do that again. Hopefully. For the last time. God dang. I don't know. I thought she said no.
How will we get out?
Is that Sasha?
Rocks up the resistance.
Okay, she is scared. See, she would have done that last season. She would have, and she has changed. I'll give her that. I was on her neck last season because she was being annoying. I don't know how people liked her last season. I did not like. Oh.
Come on, Anne. Take the helmet back.
No way. You're clearly the better commander.
See? Exactly. She's changing slowly.
Sasha, wave right at your new leader.
Yay!
Please, Sasha.
Listen, Anne. Even though I'm calling the shots, I want you to know, this is a partnership.
Yes. Start with that. That's great. I think they both needed that.
All right,
That
frogs.
leverage.
Yep, you can say that again.
Uh-oh, Anne, did you lose a shoe?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
She did? Let me go baback. Oh, she did.
Resistance band is
I didn't notice that. Kind of like that, but I kind of don't. It's weird. It's a weird mixing. This is called Sprig Ivy. Just a ship name of Sprig and Ivy. I don't know anything about this episode because literally no one cared about this episode. Only Camarian. So that doesn't really help, but that kind of does help. Yeah. I'll talk about this part at the end of the episode after both segments.
Aren't these worthless, sir?
Well, that doesn't mean we don't gotta count them, Toady.
Whoa, nice shot.
Oh, sounds like the mission briefing bell.
Come on.
Not this again.
Young love is the worst.
Oh.
No takers, eh? Guess we'll just stand in the back together.
As long as we're together.
Only way to Wartwood is through the mountain pass, and Andreas has it locked down, guarded by a giant laser cannon.
Laser cannon sting.
I like the other news better.
Why does Grime always get to do the good news?
Robots change shifts?
Oh, so they're going to different lanes to like attack or like to kill the robot. Okay. I was like, why are they going to different places? That's where like all the robots are that King Andreas has put to kill Anne or to look for Anne.
Yeah, after
I think he doesn't know that Anne's back, but her blue powers probably gave some radiation when the portal opened, so that probably gave a signal.
And Ivy with Fern.
What? They're not together!
He means because we're dating. Listen, Torp and Torpette, you're not here to pass notes and play footsie. You're here to do a job. These pairings are super important to the mission.
Being all together is good, but being together 24/7, that gets annoying pretty easily and clingy. And clinginess is fine. It is fine, but when it becomes more than that, then it just kind of gets annoying and exhausting. So take a break, because you'll see how much you'll need it until you guys are not together.
That's a wee baby tadpole. Our whole hands.
My
with the
nails
love
are
of your
disgusting.
life.
Here and signal him when the cannon's down. Sorry, cheerleading muscle memory.
Oh, he's nice. Oh, wow, that's so mean.
Ready for Wartwood delivery.
My eye. Ooh.
Hey guys, I forgot. Sasha gave me this note. Something about switching up the teams.
But they don't... Oh, God. That's not gonna work. Because since y'all are lovey-dovey, you're not gonna see that you actually needed to plan. It's not gonna go well. Not against this ship. I'm just saying Sasha had a point. That's like the first time I've ever agreed with her. I'm just saying, I never really agreed with that girl. I never did. Bye.
Get a move on.
How did he climb up the whole hill with like 2 missing limbs?
Generator with no one the wants.
I don't understand. That's the problem. They should have not switched partners. God dang it.
Stumpy and Fern are in trouble. Come on!
Burn! Stumpy!
Trap.
Baby, I'll miss you so much.
I'll count every second till we're back together. And not just because I have to for the mission.
Bye.
Who likes you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That metal.
Actually, hand is made out of bone. That doesn't conduct electricity. So that's why Sasha picked you.
Yeah.
Come on, Des. Come on.
They could have been doing this a long time ago. They just did not switch partners. Oh my god. It's too late.
Too late.
You and Ivy ignored my orders and and almost beefed the entire mission because you couldn't spend 5 minutes apart?
That is
True.
surprisingly accurate.
You still managed to pull off the mission, so I'm only
Sort of furious.
Hey. Swigert, your supplies are really going to make a difference. What the?
Who's
Guys? Does this guy look like Wally to anyone?
no? I don't think so. That was a quick episode. We're being in segments. Ah! I think this episode was like way quicker than the last segment. Maybe because I was more into it. I'm just giving you my thoughts. That's my reaction to episode, oh god, 11? Yeah, of season 3. I would say season 2. Season 3 of Amphibia. Like I said in the beginning, yes, that thing about Sasha being confirmed, yeah, that's confirmed by the creator. I'm thinking of who said it. I've seen like 10 posts about it. Everyone's like freaking out. I'm over like, yeah, okay, moving off my day. Like, it's a cool thing, but we shouldn't, like, are we surprised? I don't think we're surprised. I think we should have accepted. Like, we should know by now. The people are about to start getting hate on Amphibia because of this, but I don't want that to happen, but you know it's going to happen. I don't know why I can turn off my iPad. People are going to give crap to Amphibia now that about Sasha. Yeah. Why? I don't know. That's just how Disney is. They look like they care about things like this, but really they do not actually. They only do it for money or for branding or monetizing. So they really don't care. So I'm just going to give them like no crap. In the past like month they've been awful, so I'm not surprised either. That was another great episode. I actually liked this more than last episode. Last episode was good, but I think this episode just gave more. I like the segments more. We get 2 different stories, usually in 2 different perspectives from characters and stuff. I'm glad we got to see Sasha and see how she's changed and how she's dealing with the conflict. It's hard, but I think some of the realistic part about change is that even though you want to be good, you still have to remember what you did was bad and how that you can not do that and how she felt bad about Anne and stuff, and I really like that she did. Like, I'm glad she's actually taking accountability in doing this. Usually people don't do that, and it gets annoying. But I think it shows that Sasha's still growing, and she's still learning and seeing this in a new way, because her whole life, or most of her life that we've seen, or any of the moments we've seen her in the show, we've only seen her use, like, manipulation or, like, something against somebody, like blackmailing to get what she wants. And we're finally seeing her that she cannot go on life with this. And we're finally seeing her doing things with people's permission, without having used manipulation, being a good person like she is, because she's always a good person. She was just misunderstood. But also not, because she was also, like, acknowledging what she did. So, in a sense, she wasn't. I don't know. Hopefully, Marcy can forgive her, too. I don't think she gave a lot of crap to Marcy. Now, I can't say that because we didn't see that on screen. But I will say she treated Anne more worse. But maybe because Marcy was, like, nicer? I don't know. But she treated Anne and Marcy awful. But now they have this whole situation. They're going to have to get along somehow. They are getting along. I'm glad Anne didn't, like, hold a grudge. Like, some, I guess, like, in a petty way. Like, you can hold a grudge. But there's a way, there's a limit when a grudge is just petty. And it's just, like, you got to, I guess, not forgive, but, like, respect it and just, like, put it aside. For now, like, you don't have to like her, but you just have to respect her, and that's all you just have to do. Like, it's a lot, but you gotta put that aside, because you gotta work with someone, you gotta be on the same page. You can't just be, like, on one level and everyone be on the other level. It's just not how it works. That's just not how it works. So, yeah, I think that whole, I guess, like, confrontation when Anne got back, as soon as she saw Anne, she's like, you're the leader now, you're the command. I think she was so, I guess, afraid of losing that friendship with Anne again, because she did all this months probably thinking about Anne stuff, like making sure that this place does not go down the hills while Anne's gone. That now, as soon as Anne comes back, she wants to give Anne the command thing. I think that's a way of, like, I guess Sasha's like afraid of losing Anne because in the way she is. She doesn't want to go back to the old terms that she was and hurting Anne just to get what she wants. I don't want her to go back to that because that's just awful. And I'm glad Sasha has seen that. And I think that's why she was afraid, and that's why she had a conflict with Anne because she was confused why she wasn't taking the command. Because Sasha has like not token, but like made sure that Anne didn't get what she wanted really. That for once she gave something to Anne that she probably would want, but Anne didn't want it. So in some way, I'm guessing it made Sasha feel awful and made her confused. Like, wait, I gave you something that you usually would want. Why do you not want it? Am I a bad friend? Are you gonna not want to be my friend? And I think that's why she was having that crisis, I guess. I guess it's a midlife crisis, a mental crisis. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, that's mostly it. And then the second part, Sprivy. I'm glad that we get to see them. I'm glad that we get to see that you can be with people, be with your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever you want to call labels and everything. But you can't always be with them. You have to have a life other than your relationship. You have to have a life outside of your relationship because if your life is just your girlfriend or partner or boyfriend, then that's really kind of sad. Because if you don't have an identity out of your relationship, what are you really? And do you really matter? You need to have some kind of balance between this and that. You don't always have to be with each other. Being with each other constantly does not mean you don't love each other. If you're not with your lover 24/7 does not mean you don't love them. It just means you have other things to do that other than them, and that's okay. Being with them is fine, but also not being with them 100%, not 100%, 24/7 all the time is also fine too. It shows you that you have balance and you have limits and you have not rules. I would say like boundaries and stuff that you don't cross. And as long as you have that, that's fine. And I'm glad they talked about it. They didn't just like brush over like usually TV shows would do, especially Disney shows, because they just love to ruin relationships. I think kid relationships are really good. It shows that kids that you don't always do this. It's not always going to be magical and it's going to be very conflict because you are young, but you're still allowed to feel love and stuff. And that is fine too. That's healthy and that's great too. As long as it's like healthy, it's not toxic or anything. You're not being used and that's different. But I want to see more of that because it's more realistic and it's not just all happy and peachy and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know when we're gonna see Marcy. I don't know an episode for the next episode for Amphibia. I don't have to search that up, but like I don't know. I just never really got into that. I'll go on Twitter and I'll find it out and I'll put it in the comments or something. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to get this out because it's literally almost 10. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta get this out in 2 hours, so I'm gonna go do that, edit this video, and then call it a day. That's it. I'm so comfy in the chair.